Hello there, and welcome back to Grim Dawn with our Vitality Caster using Bone Harvest. We currently are stuck in a forbidden domain, suffering, and we just went through a big bout of suffering trying to get through here. I came here to get this item here, which did drop for me, and I got it. It's not a very good version of it, but it's not so bad either. We are going to make our way on to the second level here. I'll make sure to post the starting build for the video, and by the end, we're going to make some changes because I do want to use this. I just can't afford to use it just yet. So we're going to go ahead and continue through here. We're going to get through the dungeon, fight Alchemos, and then we are going to head into probably the next stretch of the game. That's the goal. We're definitely going to try to get another item that we're aiming for. That might solve some of our woes. Some of them. It's going to present some other ones, though, like problems with Aether Resist. However, we are going to press onward and forward. Alright. So dangerous propositions up ahead here. There is a totem. In these realms, the totems are going to be more difficult than usual. So it's risky. I have not died in here. I have not died in this playthrough. I'm trying to make sure I don't. Let's see. No, that's not going to help. Alright, we're going to continue. Drink our health potions. Keep moving. Watch out for guys just, materialize out of nowhere. At least they drop me some ectoplasm. We always like some ghost busting juice. Alright. These guys are just real irritating and way more damaging than I expect. Gonna just not play nice with them. Nope, we're just not gonna fight. We're gonna kill the healer over here. We're gonna dodge around the corner. At very least, these guys are giving me quite a bit of experience for, not a quest. But I want to stay out of those dual blades he's got going on. Now again, we're going to do something we shouldn't do up ahead here. We are going to try to do this totem. I don't think we should do this. As much as we should fight Ilgorr, we should not do this. However, there is a fence there, so if I'm feeling like it's a good idea, I might run through the fence. The portcullis, I should say. The portcullis. Alright. Let's hit it. Alright, that's a good start. 2 of these guys is better than 4 boss guys. But not at the same time. Don't want to fight both of them. Dodge through. We're going to go the other way. What? Those healers weren't there a second ago. That's annoying. Okay. Clear them out. Get these guys come up the tunnel one at a time. Don't want to fight both of them. We're going to pop our damage buff. Drop your element on one. Watch the other one pummel the heck out of me. Oh my gosh, okay. They just do an unexpectedly large amount of damage. Did they get that when we came down the level? Cat speed, regenerating. Oh yeah, everything's got generally. Oh, they've got unstoppable now. Well, that's no fun. So they're resistant to slows. We don't like that. 2 more. Okay. I get one of them to wander away. No. At least it'll put some more damage on them.
Can't do that yet.
By dropping the twin fangs into them occasionally. They're just chasing me up the hallway. But I cannot fight them head to head. The good thing is they were both on the same tire there for a second for their holds. So when they used their hold, they were both doing it at once. So one is kind of buffering the other. Alright, clear him. Hurry. Okay, good. Ooh, okay. There we go. They're clear. Like I said, we probably shouldn't have done this totem. It might offer us some good items, though. Let's see. Signet of Runefather. That's a nice ring with good chaos resist. That might be handy right now. I don't want to use it long term. Don't want that. Don't the Void Harbinger. No, no, no. Treads? Nope. Yeah, that really wasn't worth the effort. Okay. But again, we're trying to get through here. We're going to have to fight the Executioner. I'm actually less worried about the Executioner than I am Ilgorr. Ilgorr had to go through 2 different fights. The Executioner can do a lot of damage, but he is largely just stay out of the Sunders, move around the room, keep hitting him. And he's a ghost. He might actually take a decent amount of damage from Vitality, but he doesn't take much cold damage. Which, you know, I don't really do cold damage. Pretty sure it all gets converted to Vitality right now. So check that. Let's see. My weapons, oh yeah, they convert 100% of cold on Bone Harvest. So that means like any added cold, especially Frostburn, which I get from Pneumatic Burst, is going to get converted into Vitality damage. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Okay, okay. Let's calm down. Let's get our health back. Just a good punch. Crumbling wall. Got a little corridor in here. Hello? Some guys in here? Oh, a bunch of guys in here. Gotta be real careful with these dudes. Spread around some element for them. Especially on the healer down here. Okay, that's excellent. I really could use a level. Alright. I'm very tempted just to pump some more damage here so that I have a little bit easier time. This is probably our easiest way to pump damage, because if we do this, the energy cost definitely goes up. This, with 1 point, it doesn't, and another point will only increase energy cost by 1, so let's do it. Let's force the damage up. So that's good. The base damage is a lot higher now. And DPS hits 10,000. Very nice. I think that was the right move. It already feels better. Alright. No thank you. I don't want any of what you're offering. No, no, no. I have a way to run. I can go back behind me here. What? Okay, he's getting healed. Okay. You don't want those guys to be healed. They take forever to kill. I think they resist Vitality. A lot of the other stuff doesn't, but they definitely do. Yeah, the healer got him all the way back to full. Don't want to stand in that mess. I'm going to grab this just because the name of it, Soul Watering, sounded like something useful. I'm running from this guy. We are not going to fight him. Can we go down here? Because this is where Alchemos hangs out. Yes. Okay. We're going to get down here, clear through. We're heading out. We're not going to stay here and basically put ourselves at greater risk. We're going to head out. Oh, we can't. This is the wrong way. Alright, that's another threshold. Nothing there. War Sword, no. None of that helps us. Alright, we gotta go back up the stairs, so he's gonna be waiting for us. And we're just gonna hop past and try to keep going. Go down the way here. I want this room. I don't want to be in the rooms. Oh, there's another one. Okay. The problem is they just do so much damage. I think it's because my armor sucks, if we're going to be real honest with ourselves here. Like, I do enough damage to him, but he's just not taking much. These archers don't help. Oh my gosh. And that's 2 more healers over here. See, this place presents problems when you're early on and you can't kill things as quickly as you want. The trash mobs become problematic. Okay. Lifesteal has seen me through. I'm okay. It's been great for experience. I'm almost to 40. It's great. Alright, this is probably the way down to Alchemos. The Executioner. Alchemos? Alchemos? Go see. Is he down here? Did I do this wrong? Is this his room? This is his room. What have I done? Oh, I went the wrong way. I'm going all the way back. Okay. This shows my inexperience. I don't come into this dungeon very often. There's a few builds I come down here for, but it's really not a big deal. See, the big deal is this. That guy. With all these healers, like, what even is going on? What kind of society wants this? With skeleton healers? I'm joking. I know the lore. I know how it works. Alright. Let's try this route. Let's actually go to the boss. See you guys later. Adios. Alright, he's in here. He's going to chase us around. He's going to try to hit us with his big weapon. And he's going to teleport and sunder. You stay out of the blue. Do not want blue. I think he can leave 2 or 3 piles at once. Yep, just kite him, fire. Kite, fire. Remember, he gets really good regen, so we gotta stick and move on him. Only Sunder's gonna put down the blue. If you move around the room, you can stay out of it because it'll dissipate by the time you get back around the corner. So we're early, fighting a guy really shouldn't, but our damage is enough. He will die eventually from this. Try him with Ilgorr every so often. It's just because I want to keep the twin blades on him. Make sure you keep your pneumatic burst up as well. So we just kite him around. Now, if we're afraid he is going to catch us, like maybe he freezes us in the blue, or we get sundered and we just want to make sure we stay away, hit 5. That's what that's for. So we're fighting a singular target that you cannot get away from. Almost had to hit it there. It was very close. Now, I do have damage over time that's on this, but I want to keep hitting them because the actual burst of it is the highest damage I have. Man, I'm not keeping away from him very well, am I? Luckily, I'm tanky enough. But this early in the game, you just don't have the damage you need. Alright, 5. Smack him a bit, get away. Do not tank him. That was not intended as a tank move. It was just, I was wanting to get a little extra damage on him, because that skill reflects the damage they deal to you back to them, but it's only what you prevent. I don't know if it has an interaction with the other skill. I'm going to try. Gotta get out of this. Okay. I didn't hit that the way I wanted to. Where is he? There he is. You can always dash away from him too. So we got 200k left to go. We are hitting them for 2 to 4 each hit. Not 2, 3. Remember, pneumatic burst has a low cooldown for us, so if you get hit, you can pop pneumatic burst. Not a big deal. It comes up in 3 or 4 seconds. You have other damage buffs are more what you want to worry about. You don't want to spend your oh crap skills too early. Okay, I'm trying to hit him with that.
Do that yet.
That was me just trying to tank some damage on him. See if there's an interaction there for damage dealt by the skill. But I don't think it really worked. Man, he is feeling like he's faster. Yeah, I'm gonna dash that one. That freeze is really killing me. I say that and I'm probably gonna die. Alright, come on. This dungeon's almost over. 100k left to go. Just keep steady. Put the alarm on him. Just get some extra damage out. See, that's what I don't get. Sometimes you get caught by him, and otherwise you don't. It's weird. Alright. Come on.
That skill's not ready.
Go, get away. Man, he was just on my tail. We kind of dash away from him because he is causing me issues now. I feel like he's way faster now. He probably does get a speed buff or something. A lot of bosses do. I'm popping a potion there because I needed a little break. I feel like I'm getting stunned by his hits. He's so low, and it's like I'm not hitting him. Oh, had to pop everything there. That was a little close. Where the heck is he? Okay.
That skill's not ready.
Come on. It's taking forever to die.
Can't do that yet.
This is so filled with hubris. I don't like it. Come on.
I can't do that yet.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh my gosh, okay. So the scythe here can be a very nice weapon for if you're trying to do like cold damage with like a soldier. It can be an interesting way to do that because the way the Minhir's Bulwark thing works is you get a bunch of damage converted to cold. Now this weapon, this particular one didn't roll it, but you can get more physical damage converted to cold so that you can get the whole thing, like all your damage converted to cold, and you have a cold blitz that has a chance to reduce its cooldown, and pneumatic burst can give you acid to cold. Like there's a build in there. Nearby monolith stirs. So I got a chest guard of perdition. Not the worst. I'll pick it up. It's not really best for me though. See, I don't need the diadem of barbs here. Fire, poison, chaos. Not great. I really want a helmet that has some aether resist on it. I can't remember if I had one or not. Anyway, we are done with this dungeon finally. Let's get back to normal content. So if you want to be hard on yourself, you can do that and just make it real difficult on yourself. we're gonna pop the Devil's Crossing real quick. With those items, I want to see what I can do, if I can make something work here with what I have. So this isn't going to do me any good. I do wish to use this, but I'm probably going to need the... Do I need that wordstone off there? Well, those resists are kind of close. Alright, pop the silk shoulders on. I will need the silk swatch off here. My piercing's just too low. So let's go ahead and get that back.
Look, shall we?
What did I trade off of that? Traded off some vitality. So we'll keep this out on.
Be safe out there.
Pop this back on our shoulders just to get things kind of back in shape. Okay, decent enough there. The armor has some chaos on it. Our chaos resist did fall a little bit. But we got a good bit of good boost of damage from that. And here's some other stats that we can use. My belt gives a lot of vitality resist, so that's nice. And the gloves, I already have the vitality resist for those. 70's not the worst, but I don't know if I'm going to sacrifice the energy yet. A better ring would be just See, this is a good ring, 2 to bone harvest, but I don't know if we can make use of it. It's just too much. Alright. What about a helmet? This has chaos resist and poison, which is good, but we lose a bunch of aether if we do that. It may be worthwhile, though. I don't know, it doesn't give us much else. Hard to say. What about this helmet? This at least has aether resist and piercing. So now I'm down even further on aether resist. Pants are a little better. I'll get that scaled hide back. That's something else that gives me some aether resist. See, I could sacrifice poison elemental to pop this guy on, because it at least gives a bunch of chaos resist just to get me in a good shape for the next area. Although I do lose cast speed if I do this. And energy regen. I have to think about that. See, I don't like that I'm like, hey, get your resist up, and then here I am destroying my resists. Okay. Let's stick with that for a moment. Was there anything else I picked up that might be handy? Pants have vitality bleeding, but I lose aether. These glove have aether resist, but I lose some chaos. That might be worthwhile if I decide to go the ring. Because the stats otherwise are okay. Let's see about that. These have chaos, poison, and lightning. Would this just be better? It'd be sad, but it might be actually better. Oh, this is an amulet. And I lose chaos resist doing it. Hey, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Alright, how are we looking? Not great. Where did all my chaos resist go? 14% was here. So I would need to pop the ring on if I'm going to do that. So 58. It's not as good as I want. Should I swap something back? I can do this helmet instead. Lose the pierce, which we can afford. We lose the aether. We're now further down in aether. We don't really lose much for poison acid resist, so we're okay there. Oh, is this the ring I was just wearing? No, it's not. How long have I had this ring? Okay, poison acid's fine. Vitality's fine. Elemental's gonna get fixed. Yeah, let's swap. So my swaps here are probably looking like just a crazy man doing stuff. I'm getting it worked out. We're getting it worked out. It's gonna be fine. Everything's fine. I have to decide if I really do want to destroy this. I'm thinking so. Because those are both about 60%, which is a much better place to have them. At least 50% is good. My vitality is busted. Like, I broke my vitality resist completely. But it's okay. We're getting some back from this. Alright. Let's pull the trigger, because I've got more armor now. Didn't I get better boots? I thought so. I thought I had better boots. These guys? Because I'm not going to need the bleed resist. Poison acid's okay. Pierce, I don't really need those resists either. The move speed and the entrapment are a bit better right now. Okay, what doesn't have enough armor? They're all kind of okay. Does anything else have Aether? See, this is Piercing Chaos. No. If I did anything, I'd swap back. I'd swap maybe to those gloves. Okay. Let's get some of our things back.
Shall we?
Keep these add-ons. Pop this back on here. And I have another one. We're gonna do this. We're gonna risk our energy being a bit low for a while. Hold on to that. I don't need the piece. We do need the add-on back. And we want the add-on for this. There we go. Vitality's in much better shape. And we want the add-on for this. We're going to pop that on the pants. Alright. Better armor, better absorption. I probably could use more absorption even. Just because it's so low. Let's move on with that. Alright. We're out of down there. We have decent damage per second. And buffed. What are we looking at? 13,000. Pretty good. Okay. And devotion, we are going to have this quite soon. 2 points. 2 devotion points. Where are we off to? Bloodgrove's going to have 1. Conflagration's going to have another. Let's go to Conflagration. We're going to go get a point and a quest. And then we're going to head for the other side. I've taken so long heading that way, but if you're playing through normal yourself, you might have to do things like this just to get the build going. Oh, things are launching. Beautiful. So much nicer to fight enemies that just launch through the sky. Which is what this game's all about. Launching enemies through the sky. Now I'm doing my best not to use higher level crystals and stuff. If I get into ultimate difficulty, like after normal here, I may go ahead and start using the higher end components. Just because, you know, where you need those. Just, you know, spread the love over there. Okay, gotta kill these crystals. Oh man, they do not like vitality damage. Doesn't bother them at all. There we go. Well, if I hit anything more than twice, it is a little painful. Pierce, Chaos, Elemental, Pierce, Chaos, Bleeding. We don't need as much bleeding. And that is a much higher armor. Look at that. Look at the stats, too. Those are good stats for this early. Let's do this. Oh, there's some Chaos Resist. Huh, funny. That armor actually had better Chaos Resist, but that's okay. We'll go find another suit. These crystals are hard for me to kill because my resistance reductions are not very good. But I should be okay. I'm doing enough otherwise. Another plate mill. No, nothing to really worry about there. Yep, energy is a bit of an issue. We need those devotion points. The damage is not an issue. Feels good. Unless we have, you know, aether punks like that, we have to tear through. Did I miss the totem down there? Probably. I'm okay with worth it. Let's get these devotion shrines. Let's focus. Let's focus up. I have a feeling this video is not going to be quite as long as the others. We're going to see. Just running alchemist in circles was annoying. Alrighty. Turn through them. Yeah, see, hit the terrain there. That was bothersome. Come on, got some things I can use. Right. My energy is like just barely sustaining. I kind of need to try to focus on hitting hoops more so I get a little bit more out of it. Cauldrons, soul warning. I think that is something good. Okay, let's see. It does have Barn Harvest and Spectral Wrath. And it's got Pierce Resist and Aether. That's not so bad. Let me hold on to that. I might be able to work that in. But we may not want to put anything else in the Bone Harvest at the moment. It is eating a lot of energy. Let's see how it feels if we get a couple of devotion points here. Problem is we need 2. We have 7. We need 8 to reach the next point. But we have a way to get it. I don't like that these crystals take so much to kill it. It's because they're resistant to vitality. I mean, they are crystals. Like, it's kind of understandable. Probably pretty resistant to lifesteal as well. Alright, so we got this guy. We don't need to clear him. He's just very much in the way. During... But no protection. Okay, he seems to take a little bit more from my attacks. So 4,000. It's still going to take a while to get rid of him. I can do this at least. Make him eat some damage. First actual enemy that's going to be problematic because I'm going to have to recharge my energy a little bit before I continue. Ah, they're regenerating. Of course, they would be regenerating. The problem I can't do much about. I can get him out of the ground. Let's go secure the cannons while we're over here. Claim it for the Black Legion. Come back down after him. I can get him, that's just... I'm starting to wonder if maybe there's a method I could use, like on a weapon swap, for situations like this, to literally slow down my casting. To think about that. Like, slow down the casting for a bigger punch, because it might be good in this particular type of situation. But it probably wouldn't convert to vitality anymore, so that would be a consideration as well. Okay, we can get up, do this. Try to put as much damage as possible into him as quickly as we can. Let's finish this off. There we go. I like these Blaze Heralds quite a bit. They change Veil of Shadows to have like reduction to Aether Resist and Word of Pain. You can make an interesting little like auto damage build out of those things. Storm Scion does nothing for me. Nope. Nope. I did see 2 armors down here. Bulwark as a shield. Mystic Fleshward Plate Mail of the Aether. Huh. Interesting. It's like my armor, but objectively worse. Okay. Yeah. I've got to get my vitality resist stuff. Like, resist reduction. I've got to get that up. That's presenting problems now. But it's okay. This is the type of problems you might experience. And these are problems that can be fixed. Like, we're not in trouble or anything like that. We just need to kind of change how things may work. Alright, Hallmark of Nature's Bounty. That's some vitality. These don't help me. What does help me is this devotion point. But I can't put it there yet. I gotta put it right here for now. Maybe I'll sell that back later. I want that. Alright. We head to Bloodgrove. Now, biggest thing you gotta worry about in Bloodgrove is a guy by the name of Bolvar. Bolvar is very dangerous. If you see him early in the game and you don't have maxed out chaos resistance, he can do immense damage to you very rapidly. Cool. Friendly with the Black Legion. You're welcome. I doubt there's anything I can get that would matter.
See anything you like?
Yeah, I can get potions. Not do anything
Iron
useful.
well spent.
I'm going to hold on gear. We might come around and sell that next time. I don't know if the position set does me any good. I never did put that other thing on the amulet. I don't think I need it. Ah, I got plenty of elemental resist for the time being. Alright, let's head for Bloodgrove. These guys should not have any trouble, or should not pose any trouble. Some of the Chaos Boys they summon will pose some problems. And then, who did I join? Brother Aloof. That's right, that's right. The whole purpose of this was to join the Chosen of Chosen of Kaiman. Jeez, I need to enunciate. Alright. Yes, Chaos Boys. Yes, Chaos Boys. Now, they might drop an armor that has, like, some energy on it and give resist, and especially Chaos resist. That might be handy for me. So, we'll see. Just because I could use the energy regen, and honestly, the armor I'm wearing is more because it has decent stats and it's easy to get early than anything else. I do wonder how energy is going to fare soon. Because it'll be a change. Okay. Get the portal over here first. And then we're going to backtrack to this guy. He should level us up. I think that's enough. Then he's going to give us a quest. We may or may not do that right now. That wasn't the point of joining
May the light of it.
See, they're being all nice to me now. Even though they're like, wait a second, are you a necromancer? That one wasn't. Here we go, here we go. Bloodgrove time. I want that devotion shrine. Although I do need to get a Chthonic seal to do the devotion shrine. Now that I think of it, that's a little bit of a problem. Because we're going to have to get lucky and find one. They don't always drop super nicely for everybody. Alright, 2 points. And where would I like my extra point to go? This is a good one. This is a good one. They gotta hit me for this. Is my aura maxed out? No, it's not small either, though. Alright. Let's start putting some points in Night's Chill, since I am experiencing vitality-resistant enemies. We're gonna try to start moving that up. So we can talk to this guy. We're gonna head through the woods here. That's where the devotion shrine's at. There we go. We got a seal right off the bat. That is good stuff. We're not gonna give it to Kaiman. Those guys don't need it. I need it. But we gotta see where Bolvar is gonna be. Because we don't want to fight Bolvar if we can help it. I mean, they're gonna want us to kill Bolvar at some point, so we may have to go after him. I would rather not. I would leave him alone. Let him do his thing. Where is the devotion shrine? There it is, just north of us. Get the insignias and Graver's Mill. Okay. Grab this insignia. Deal with manticores. Onward and upward. Okay, Bolvar could very well be here. He's not. We'll know when he is. Often he'll open with a salvo of shots. Let's go up here. I feel like sometimes he hangs out right by the devotion shrine. Wow, this character likes chthonic seals. I wonder what that's all about. Alright, I can go around the corner. I haven't seen the prisoners yet that we want to find. Oh, there's something else we might do out here. Not this. This portal. You don't want to do that yet. I suppose you can. No, I mean, you don't need my permission. I'm not a cop. But it's not terribly useful right now. There's a later point that's more useful, unless you're going for the particular monster infrequent from the boss in there, which is a weird one. It's for like turning the thermite mines into a usable attack skill. So it's a weird one. I find those kind of annoying. So, alright. We have a 10% chance of 40 energy leech over 2 seconds. So anything we hit, 10% of the time, we're going to leech 40% energy. We don't know how this is going to run. We're going to have to see. If it solves our energy problems, probably won't against bosses. It might help alleviate issues with bosses, though. Make it a little simpler. Alright, got all those. And we're going to try to go ahead and get the helmet for this build. That way, my final Grim Tools build for today can look real nice. We'll have a couple items that get some MIs you should look for. Now, I got lucky with the MIs. Going after Ilgorr so early, probably a very bad idea. It took me forever to kill him, so it uses a lot of time, and I did get, kind of the best thing about it is I did get what I wanted, but it wasn't very good. Honestly, it's not a good one. Alright, we avoided Bolvar as far as I can tell. Okay, kill these guys. Now, the reason we wanted to be in Kaiman's Chosen is up ahead. We're going to go in there and we're going to find the reason. Guaranteed. Guy always drops it. However, I went the wrong way, first off. Second off, get the waypoint in Bloodgrove first. Be efficient about it. Waypoint's down this way. Go over here. You can see it on the map now, or my little mini map. You can see the little portal. It's up here. Come up and grab it. Easy. And then go this way. Doesn't really matter where. Just kind of go into the back here. Get about these some ethereal guys. Kind of work your way over to the left a bit. Haunted shoulder pads. Some elemental resist, that's all they had. But you guys fighting over here. You're wanting to join up with your Kaiman's Chosen boys. Because you're trying to get into the fort up here. Of which I went the wrong way. I hit Alt there just so I could see what dropped. Since I heard items drop, but they didn't actually It's because my item filter is set to not look at magic's items anymore. But you can see why. You can see how many greens you get now. Like, there's no reason to look at the ones that are objectively worse. Okay, I'm over on this side of the map. I'm gonna head back toward the left again. Fun stuff that way, but not what I want. Alright, so these guys were like, hey, you're summoning our skeleton boys, why you gotta attack us? Fort Heron. I'm gonna get through this area. These guys do not like their own. They don't like their own powers being used on them. But they don't particularly resist. Like, you know, I'm kind of clear, I'm fine. My energy seems better. It's hard to, like, tell exactly, but it seems better. Seems like I'm able to fire a bit more often. A bit more free. But as far as level, being 40 in this area is about right. 35 to 40, I would say. About what you want to be. You can come here earlier, obviously, but it's a little harder to work out the resists, just because you may not have a good base items to work from. But notice, like, I've kept things like this, and there was a fire shoulders as well that have good chaos resist. So you keep that in here, but you notice, like, even though I'm not maxed, I'm not really having trouble with these guys. They are hitting, well, these guys, I don't know if they're hitting me with chaos, but the chaos boys from earlier, the Chthonic cult, was hitting me with chaos fairly often. And we're going in here to fight the boss in here. And you want to fight the boss in here because he drops a helmet that is perfect for this. But I may have to fight him several times to try to get a good version. He always drops it. I just may need to try to get a good rolled version. And you have to reset the game to respawn him, but it's not too bad getting to him. What I will do is I'll run him once, just to show it off. You probably won't get a good one right off the bat. Probably get an acceptable one. I'll hold on to it, and then next time I play, I'll probably do a few runs, 3 or 4 runs, see if I get anything better. If not, it's better to come back in later difficulties. But I had to do this to kind of open up the possibility. If you're a necromancer, when you join them, they will not let you, or when you try to join them, they will not let you join. You just say, nope, we are definitely against necromancers. Not okay with it. But I mean, it's not. They seem okay with it as long as I'm, you know, on their side to begin with. Alright, this guy here, Master Ravok. He drops the helmet we want. He drops other stuff too, but we definitely need the helmet. We'll grab some dynamite, that always spawns here. And we've got some gauntlets. I can use summon the Skelly Boy. Yeah, he summons guys. Just put alarming on him, and the Skelly Boys will run into it. And we can stand fairly close to him and wipe out his health. Oh yeah, I think the energy is serving well. I'm going to tether him, let him do some damage to us. Not mine too much because it's going to reflect back to him. And eating a bunch of energy, but it's not too bad. I think his summons are actually helping. And he'll be dead in moments. There we go. Demonic Death Whisper's Hood of the Fox. This has Vitality, Bleeding, and Reduced Stun Duration. Those aren't bad. And we can maybe get by with this because we can pop an Aether item on it. So yeah, we'll do that. And see, it gets 2 meter range to Bone Harvest. So let's see if we can visualize this. Now this amulet he drops also gives one of the Necromancer skills in Call of the Grave, which is a skill we can get. It is this one. It's mainly a pet bonus boost. But the one to Necromancer skills is nice, and it would allow that skill to last longer and restore 15% health, so it might be useful more often. If you go a different kind of setup with this build, you could get the Vitality to Modrigan's Pact as well, which is a buff you can have all the time. It wouldn't be too that bad with this style. But the way I did it, I'm not set up that way. Okay, so we got that. Now the helmet, I'm just going to kind of pop it on show. So here's this chest here to just give us a range. If you fire this, it goes to like right about here, right? So right about there. I'm trying to get a basis. And then we pop the helmet on. Oh, it goes way out to here now. Way out to here. It'll fire more that way. Oh yeah, like almost all the way to the chest now. So you can see how much further that is. I did lose Aether Resist for doing that, but that's not the worst. I think I can do something about that. I can fix things up a little bit. And we'll do that now, and then we'll end there. Alright. So there's a very easy component. I'm pretty sure you unlock it, my guess is in Homestead. So Homestead experience is pretty easy to get. We're gonna check. Let's see. Probably Homestead. The thing is, I unlocked a lot of these like a long time ago, so I don't remember them all. But let's see. Lurid Hides, Pink Carapace, Fed Bone, Fervor, Hysteria, Bloody Whetstone. Okay, so Bloody Whetstone is an okay one for bleeding. I kind of like that ability a lot. And one more thing. Okay, maybe it's with the Rovers. I'll check the Black Legion just to see. It's Runestone, so
Come see what's left
it's
of my
not
wares.
unlocked right off the bat, but it's not hard to get. Mystic Plating. Okay. Anyway.
See you around.
Alright, so person over here, we're going to look for Runestone. How we make a Runestone is 3 Ward Stones. Ward Stone is this item that's on the amulet here. So we're going to Ward Stone. We want, how many crystals do I have? I should have quite a few. 34. 1, 2, 3. So there's my Ward Stones. And we're going to make a Runestone. And this is used in head armor. Gives poison, aether, elemental, and gives you more damage to ethereals. So we'll use this on our helmet. And there we go. Now our aether is the big resist, which is kind of an issue, but not terribly. Not something I'm going to worry about too much. Because we're doing okay. The imbued silver does help with the resistance quite a bit. And maybe we can finagle a way to do that later. But now, we've got our cool helmet on, along with our blades. We've got Ilgor's Caged Soul. And heck, I even have the Impervious Gaze and Ungoliax of Butchery on as well, just so I can get that ill omen. But we may switch this to this one. But this one's resists kind of are awful, so it might be good to get a different one. There may be a way to do that that's a little easier than just messing around with ill omen. So basically, we are now doing even more damage with it because this adds 80% weapon damage to Bone Harvest. So 9,000? Yeah, 9,000's great. How about 19,000? Yeah, so just casting this gives it 10,000 extra DPS. And the raw numbers go from 4,000 up to 9,805. And we are casting a longer range Bone Harvest. Pretty much gets to the edge there. Let's see how far. So that doesn't hit. I'm at the well to here. If I step forward just a bit, now it hits. So that's pretty good range. So we got a pretty good range. It widens out pretty well. It's got a good AoE there. And it blasts people for a good bit of damage. And the energy concerns are better. Not fixed, but better. And we're having 6 points added to Bone Harvest. So that's pretty good. That tells us about how much energy it's going to be eating from us. So at this point, we might want to go ahead and raise this in the future, because it'll give us more confuse, and go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and quit here, get the build, and this video will have this build placed on top of it, where you'll see with the hood, with the claws, everything else, the resists are going to be low on the Aether and Chaos. That's normal for normal difficulty. I'm a little low on Poison Acid, but that's very fixable. I've got most of my gear loaded up. I don't have anything in my armor. I'm trying to take it easy on how much I'm going into components, just to help newer players see this is kind of the idea with components, to kind of get these going, but not overdo it and just have everything perfect, which you wouldn't have unlocked this early in the game. You would still need to kind of work on it a little bit. But some of these items you just get from drops. Some of them you have to build from the crafter, or sorry, the blacksmiths, and that kind of comes in play through the rest of the game. I don't know if we want to upgrade Gluttony, but we do want to move on from there. I'm going to post this build as it stands, along with the upgraded, like fully done version that I have planned. Now, plans change. I may find better or worse items than what I get, so I may have to modify some of the items I use long term. But this is where I stand, and this is where the damage is at for the time being. It's going to get way bigger, way crazier, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So, thanks for joining me today, and I hope you have a good one. Take care.